Hi there, and welcome to my Itty Bitty Chapel. My name is Patty Chaffee, and I'm the community minister at Niantic Community Church. I'm also a spiritual director and expressive arts facilitator. The Itty Bitty Chapel is a few moments offered each week to relax, refresh, and reflect on a word or phrase of a spiritual nature, and to kind of help center ourselves. It's filmed in or near a sacred space in my home called the Itty Bitty Chapel. And I light a candle each week to remind us of the presence of Spirit in and around us, always. Put it right there between Mary and Jesus. So in the miracle of mindfulness, the Buddhist monk and Zen master, Thich Nhat Hanh, wrote, "People usually consider walking on water or in thin air as a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day we are engaged in a miracle which we don't even recognize. A blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the black, curious eyes of a child, our own two eyes. All is a miracle." I think he's right. And Jesus shows us throughout Scripture so many different miracles that he performed. He's all about miracles. He healed the sick, raised the dead, turned water to wine, and fed 5,000 with only 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And in Matthew 19:26, we are reminded, with God, all things are possible. All things are possible, right? So last week, Einstein had offered us some wisdom about silence, and this week I came across him by accident again. He wrote, "There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. I choose the latter. Everything is a miracle." I've had some first-hand experience with some big ones and lots of little tiny ones too. A couple of years ago, one of my sons and my 2-year-old grandson were in a car accident, a tragic car accident where the driver died on I-91. My son was pretty banged up, but okay. But my grandson was not breathing on the side of the highway after his car seat tumbled down the road with him in it. A woman who saw the accident turned out to be a nurse, and she stopped and saved his life. Her name was Jasmine. It means gift from God. Indeed, she was a gift from God. After months in the hospital, my grandson is doing fantastic, and so is my son. That's the big miracle of record in my life, if we're going to grade them in any way. There's been other wonderful ones, but that's pretty big. That one's pretty big. And I see little miracles all around me when I'm being aware of God's holy presence. But life gets so busy, we get easily distracted from that, and we forget to notice. We forget to be aware. We forget the awe-inspiring world around us. Sometimes we forget that, right? In our contemplative photography program, the goal is to see God at eye level, to see God through the camera lens. And folks go out with a challenge each time, and they come back to share their photos, but also to share their stories, And they talk about transformation. They talk about the way they see things differently in their life. And it's so exciting to hear that something so simple could be transformative just by changing how we see things, you know? And those miracles pop up everywhere when we're looking at them differently. So when after work, when I go to get on the highway in Niantic, I have to get on 95 North, and there's that short exit. And it's a little bit like playing chicken, trying to get in between the cars. And on many days, I will go to get on the highway, I look at my side view mirror, and find that the highway is empty for a whole stretch. And then there'll be a whole bunch of cars like cresting the hill over to my left. And I am so grateful for those times, because it can be terrifying to try to get on the highway when it's packed with cars and everyone's flying through there. You know what I mean? And yeah, so, and it's like the Red Sea parted to let me on the highway. Quite a thing. I count that as a miracle too. All the different ways God takes care of us. And then there's the parking angel. We all know that miracle, right? And then there's the fresh water, food, shelter, health, relationships, all those miracles, right? What are the miracles in your life? Where is awe in your worldview? I ask myself those questions. I invite you to take a few minutes each day to go outside, or inside if you like, and view your surroundings from a different perspective, a perspective of awe and gratitude. Awe and gratitude. And cultivate an awareness of those gifts. I think we come alive when we really connect with the magnificence of God's presence in our life. The gifts, I mean, all we have to do is open our eyes. Not even that, you can close your eyes and see and hear the gifts. Hear the gifts that God gives us, right? Just breathing in and breathing out. There's so much to be awestruck by. Yeah. God's grace is right here among us. In big, life-changing miracles and in teeny tiny ones. And as Thich Nhat Hanh said, you know, walking the earth is where the miracles are. We don't need to walk on water like Jesus did. We just need to walk this earth and we can see miracles. So I'll be thinking of you during this quarantine time and keeping you all in prayer. And invite you to close your eyes now to listen to a song by artist, author, activist, and storyteller Jan Phillips. The song's called The Alphabet Mantra. And until next time, may your days be filled with an awareness of miracles. And God bless you. Namaste.
Like the all in the oneness, like the branch and the vine, like the call and the answer, like the drink and the wine, like the earth and the heavens, like the forest and trees, like the gate and the pathway, like the hawk and the breeze, like the iris and petals, like the jewel and the mine, light, like moonlight and darkness, like nowhere and near, like the oak and the acorn, like pain and the tear, like the quest and the seeker, like rain and the flower, like the sea and the islands, like time and the hour, like union and yearning, like the vision and view, like waves and the water. So I am to you, so I am to you, love, and you are to me. We dwell in each other, like salt in the sea.